On record button's been hit. Hello everyone, we're doing the Nintendo Direct live reaction. It's E3
Hello.
end of E3 2021. I got Griffin and Wyatt here with me. I'm Ryan. We're having a good time.
Hi.
We have slightly injured Wyatt with us.
Half of my body is having a good time. I just got my second COVID shot yesterday, so the
Slightly dead
5G
Wyatt.
the 5G is kicking my butt, and
Coursing
the
through your veins.
and the microchip is not far behind.
Yep, it's going for you.
So it's been
All right.
great. I've been icing my arm with an ice chai to help myself feel better. It's great.
All right, who's ready
Truly
to see
the greatest
Metroid
of
Prime?
healing.
All the Legend of Zeldas on Switch in a collection.
Wait,
new
is that
Mario.
the rumor that there's going to be Prime at this?
No. It's
I was going to say, like,
well, we know
Is that still in
Metroid Prime
development?
4 is happening, but it was the studio changed 2 years ago, I think, and they completely restarted. So
I was gonna
it's
say,
in
that
a
has
bit
been
of
in
a limbo.
development for so long. Like,
I was about to clap, but I'm pretty sure my entire left arm would fall off if I did that. So I'm just gonna say, Zagreus in Smash. That's what I want.
That's
that
it.
would be
Who,
so awesome.
Griffin, what's your bet for the next Smash character?
Oh my god. You know what? Honestly, it's probably gonna be some anime boy I've never heard of. Like, I could name some character that I actually know, but
What if
it's
it's
probably
Phoenix
gonna be
Wright?
some anime boy.
Phoenix Wright?
Phoenix Wright.
No. Here's what happens. Right?
Yes.
They show a silhouette of the fighter, and he's like holding up a sword, and everyone's like, "Oh god, it's another anime sword boy." And then the light shines on him, and it's Master Chief holding an energy sword.
Yep.
It's just Matt.
Boom, boom.
I feel like
There you go.
Master Chief would be so interesting because, yeah, like I feel like he's a really iconic video game character, and I definitely feel like because like they dropped Snake in whatever Smash that was, and like whenever Snake wasn't in Smash, I felt like I would have felt like Master Chief would have been really out of place because like I've always felt like
But we have
Snake is like
Snake.
very yeah, but we have Snake now, and it feels like well we had him before, but we have him back now, so I feel like yeah.
And like
feel
the
like,
different
yeah.
looking characters, I kind of like. You know, I mean, it's not like Samus and Mario look much alike either. You know.
Yeah.
I still have.
All right.
What if they put the collection on Switch? We get like Halo 1, 2, and 3. What if that's a
Ooh.
shadow drop?
That would be cool.
Not gonna happen. Don't get your hopes up.
It's
for
not
that,
gonna
but that'd be
happen.
cool.
It's not gonna happen. I do think we're
That'd
gonna
be
see
neat.
something about a new Switch. I think because Nintendo has to.
Well,
I've talked
the
about
thing
it.
to remember, they said on Twitter
Sure.
that there's not going to be any hardware things. They said specifically software, but they could be
Oh,
tricking
okay.
us. They could be tricking us. That could have been
They
a "we
did-
want you off the trail."
No, because that's exactly what they did with the
They've done it
Smasher thing.
before,
Because
yeah.
because they were like, yeah,
Mhm.
Sakurai is like sick or whatever.
They were like,
So
"Don't
he's not
expect
really working
this."
on anything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they've also
they're
done
like,
it
"Oh,
when
wait, but
things
actually-"
legitimately didn't show up.
Well, but that's the thing. That's how they get you off the trail. Sometimes they're being serious. Sometimes they're not. You never know. Well, and my line of thinking, I think we've talked about this on the podcast too. But like, I feel like they almost have to because the chipset that they're using for the
Yeah.
Switch right now
Going
is
out of
being
production.
discontinued by Nvidia. So they have to do something. Like
Oh,
whether it's
really?
just whether it's just going to be like a quiet hardware revision, or they might be taking the opportunity to like actually upgrade the Switch or something.
Yeah.
They have to do something.
Well, I think the biggest question
That's-
isn't
yeah.
is there a Switch Pro? It's is there a Switch Pro at this E3? Because I think
Yeah.
it could show up in a month in like a hardware reveal.
But now would be a good time to do it after, now current
Well, it
gen
depends on if they're
consoles
ready,
are
because
out.
like people are saying that the Switch Pro is starting production, but that doesn't mean it's going to be shipped soon.
No.
Because I'm betting if Nintendo is doing it, they're trying to hit holiday 2021, or maybe like that January window right after. So I think they're going for that window, but it depends on if they want to announce it now or wait till like October when you'll get a flurry of Christmas pre-orders.
See, I don't know when they're gonna announce it, but I'm just hoping we get back to the goofy DS naming schemes and they call it like the
Nope, I don't.
like the
I don't.
Switch XL.
I want the
3,
Super Nintendo Switch.
Okay,
is
you know
what I
what?
really want.
the Super Nintendo. Switch.
No, I'm fine with all that
That
as
would
long
be
as they don't
fantastic.
as long as they don't call it new Nintendo Switch. I'm fine with almost
Do.
anything.
Dude, Super
The
Nintendo
no
Switch is such a great
3DS.
name.
But like
Super
anything
Nintendo
they're
Switch
like,
would be
oh,
awesome.
it's the new 3DS. It's like, oh god, stop.
All right,
That's
should be
so
starting
bad.
any second now. Any minute.
man.
Nintendo is usually like a minute or two late with these. So,
Oh,
oh, I see a rating pending.
It's getting ratings.
I think I'm a little
It's
ahead
so
of you
due to
guys. Actually.
COVID-19, release dates are subject to change.
It may be locational
hey,
because we're all
can't
in
do
different
that.
time zones.
Can't do that. I can't dance. Only my right side can dance.
This sounds like it's going to be a little loud, so let me turn that down.
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
Hello, I'm Yoshiaki
We don't have
Koizumi,
actual
and I'll be
captions,
your
so we're not
guide
going
as
to do
well.
that.
The Nintendo Switch system.
I wonder how they
is now
find
in
this
its fifth
void
year,
of pulsating
and many
geometry to
people around
film
the
all their
world are
stuff
playing
in.
games on it.
You know,
Nintendo
it's
Switch
really
is being
fun.
enjoyed by a
It's
wide
jolly.
range of
Looks cool.
players
Yeah, it's
spanning
into the
all
backgrounds.
ages and all levels of gaming experience. Thank you all very much.
I like that he specifies all levels of gaming experience.
We've been able
Yes.
to offer a wide variety of games on the system, not just from Nintendo, but also from our many development and publishing partners.
I've loved that about the Switch, how many indie studios they've brought on. That's so cool to
The
do.
Switch is my
like,
favorite
Able to find a
indie
game
console.
that suits your personal tastes.
I've
Today we
I've-
have news on upcoming
said it
Nintendo
1,000
Switch
times.
news,
Switch is
and we'll be
like
focusing
it
on
is
a
the
selection of
perfect
games
platform.
releasing
Well, it
for
was
something
just
like
like
these.
it was so smart of
hope
them
you
because it was
enjoy it.
another way that Nintendo was able to reinforce
Okay,
like what
to
has
begin,
made them
please
unique
take a look
to
at
like
this
Xbox
video.
and PlayStation.
This video, is it going to be Smash? Are we starting off with Smash? That's a Nintendo move.
This is looking Smash.
Looks like Smash, not actual gameplay
this
footage. This
looks
is
like
Smash.
Smash.
It's gotta be.
This is edgy sky and rocks. This has to be
The cannon?
Smash.
Yep.
This guy is gonna
Is this... This is a scene from Tekken.
throw.
This is a scene from Tekken. What?
All right.
This is not what I
Alright.
expected.
I don't know
Oh,
a thing
man.
about.
This is
Tekken,
the
but-
last character I would have expected.
I don't know a thing about Tekken, but what I'm here for it.
You know, I mean, more fighting game characters in Smash means we're gonna get some crazy combos, so
Yeah.
I'm good for that.
That makes sense.
It's
too,
not. It's
like-
not Zagreus, but you know.
I mean, this means they have reps from like most of the major fighting game.
Alright, we still haven't gotten Scorpion. I want to see Mario get eviscerated and
True,
smashed
true.
by Scorpion.
He just keeps throwing people into the.
I think we're losing more
This has
characters
gotta be-
in this than we're gaining.
Dude, all the CG budget for like 4 of those shots.
I know. Imagine having to like animate Midman's arms to like.
Flail around. He looks fun.
I'm liking this music quite a bit.
I mean, Tekken's got great music, and I'm excited for the stage. It'll be very classic,
Yeah.
like smash the ceiling, the floors.
Oh, it's awesome that you can smash them through the walls.
Yeah.
It's not Zagreus, but it looks cool. That's gonna be every. That's gonna be every
Zagreus?
fighter. Oh God! Oh no!
Yeah, you're like 2 seconds ahead of me, Wyatt.
Oh God!
I wanted to know what was
No.
gonna set you off that badly, and poor Kirby.
Oh God!
Kirby's fine. Yeah, there he goes.
I was gonna say, Kirby can fly. Wait, Hit can also fly.
I'm Masahiro Sakurai from Sora
Half
Limited.
those
I'm the
characters could
director of the
fly.
Super
Wait a
Smash
second.
Brothers Ultimate Game.
Well, they're knocked out.
Kazuya
They
Mishima
look
from the
kinda
fighting
knocked
game
out.
series Tekken will join the battle. Surprise! I'll go over the details at a later date, so please sit tight.
All right.
For today, though, we've prepared a short video to showcase
Cool.
Kazuya's moves in Super Smash
I hope they
Brothers
do
Ultimate. Please take a
the-
look.
Street Fighter thing and
He has like actual
like
combos.
put a mirror onto mechanics. Yeah.
They probably will, because Tekken's big thing is it has like buttons bound to limbs. So I'm wondering if they're gonna do something with that, like specials or certain limbs when you're using them.
Ooh. I haven't gotten the second fighter pass. I haven't played Smash in a long time.
I've played the new
Smash
characters
either.
once or twice, and they're all very good. Extremely well made.
It's just I don't like. Obviously, I'm not inviting a whole lot of people over to my house at the
Yeah,
moment, and I
definitely.
refuse to play online. So it's just like I'm not playing Smash right now.
But it's also like if you
Yeah.
don't have a huge attachment to a series like Tekken, do you really care if Kazuya is in Smash? I don't really think
Right.
so.
Well, that's why I keep. That's why I keep saying Zagreus, because like finally a property that I like.
This feels like Tekken.
Man, I was still so
No,
shocked
it's
that we
Super
got
Smash Bros.
freaking
Ultimate.
Steve. That was still the
I'll
one
talk
that
about
just
that
kind
more
of
in a future
hit me the most
presentation.
out of left field.
We still
I was-
I love
I
his
was at a-
mechanics, though. I love that he can like dig, and it depends on the actual
The air
like
date is shown
place
below.
that you're in,
Please
what
stay
kind
tuned.
of materials he
Alright.
picks up.
Thank you, Mr. Sakurai.
I think we got one character left for
A new
Smash
fighter,
in the final
Kazuya,
pass.
will join the fight in
gonna
Super
be
Smash
Zagreus.
Bros. Ultimate.
Come on.
Yeah, so it
I
was
was about
6
to clap
fighters.
again. Come on.
Please look
Although they
forward to
might
seeing how
do what they
Kazuya,
did last time and
who has
just be like, there's
experienced many
more
harsh
after that.
battles across
I
the
doubt
Tekken
it, but I
series,
could see it
will
happening
fight in this
because of
game.
COVID. They might
I think
be
the
like,
trick
more.
with Ultimate is that if they do a new
First
Smash, it's
batch
going to be
of
really
Nintendo
tricky to like
Switch headlines.
make that be something
They need to
people wanna buy.
reinvent
It's
it.
got
Like it needs to
so-
be completely different.
Your choices matter.
Life is
Oh, and
Strange.
Life is Strange on the
Supernatural
Switch.
Tales.
Those are good Switch games.
Oh man, it's like one of my favorite games. Yeah, these would be solid for Switch. That's surprising they haven't already been.
I just
on
wish
Switch.
their writing wasn't so cringy.
I think it's because they're trying to write teenagers.
Take that back, Wyatt.
That's always the thing is they try to write
think
teenagers.
they do it
they
really
don't do
well.
a good job. I'm sorry.
No one
just
does a good
couldn't
job at
stand
writing
it.
teenagers
love
because teenagers
those
are
games.
insufferable.
Ugh.
Oh,
So is this announcement of
is
all
this
3 are coming
the
to
new
Switch?
one as well? I
Yeah,
freaking
great.
love Life is Strange, Wyatt, and I will have
I love that Life is Strange 2 isn't included
none
in
of
this.
your.
Like it.
Yeah, is there something bad about 2? Like
I
feel
heard
like I've not
2
that many people
hasn't
talking about
didn't have as much consistency. Like it kind of went off the deep end really quickly.
You mean it wasn't as consistently bad?
Jesus, Wyatt.
coming for you, Wyatt. I
Life
know
is
where you
Strange
live.
True Colors launches on Nintendo Switch September
Unfortunately.
10th.
Like I may be on the
Strange
other side of the
Remastered
country from it,
comes to
but
Nintendo Switch later this year. There's something for everyone on the Nintendo
boy.
Switch system.
Casual
Something
game.
for you,
Give me
Wyatt.
crazy
What?
casual. Oh,
You are Star
What?
Lord, leading a legendary
What?
band of heroes for hire in this
Excuse me?
thrilling action-adventure game. Jump on a
This has
wild
gotta be
ride across
cloud-based,
the
right?
cosmos, overwhelm opponents
Oh,
with
yeah.
Star-Lords,
or
There's
it's Switch
no
Pro,
way.
or this is crazy
encounter
Switch Pro
iconic
announcement.
and original Marvel characters. You'll call the shots for the unpredictable Guardians as you face cosmic threats to save the galaxy. You got this, probably. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy blasts.
He didn't
on
say
the
it was
Nintendo
cloud.
Switch October 26th.
He said it was cloud-based. He said it was like
Worms everywhere. In this real-time arena-based shooter,
I
you'll
don't
squish
know
your
what to
invertebrate
expect.
opponents in 32-player cross-platform
Oh, this looks
combat,
framey.
play in daily challenges, battle
Yeah.
modes, and seasonal events
Yeah.
to worm
Really
your way up the
framey.
ranks.
And not great.
Plus, the Patchwork Bear outfit exclusive to the
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch version.
It looks
will be
really
available
choppy.
For free for
well,
2 weeks after
you get
launch.
Patchwork
New
Bear,
map,
so
Space
like
Force
you know, I
Showdown.
came
worth
into this
it.
being
Oh,
like, do
God,
they?
that is
do they
so
have
choppy.
Patchwork
Nintendo
Bear?
Switch June 23rd. Get a 25% discount when you pre-order the game starting today on Nintendo.
I love
eShop.
Worms, but this does not look like it's running at all.
The fantastical realm of Orcanon awaits.
Oh, this is one of the.
Wow, this
they
looks
showed the
gorgeous.
handy
Painted
ones.
world. You'll customize
This looks
a team
gorgeous.
Of
Yeah,
demigods
I'm
and
excited
unleash
about this game.
devastating attacks and
What is
captivating
this?
turn-based combat.
It's one of the indie RPGs that was shown off yesterday, I
Astria
think,
Ascending launches on Nintendo Switch.
Oh, okay.
or 2 days ago. It's got some really cool looking combat and stuff.
Yeah.
Return to
2
the
Point,
funny,
right?
charming, and quirky world of 2 Point County. In the wholesome management sim 2 Point Campus,
Doesn't look
you'll
too
build and
bad.
run your
Wholesome
very own
management
university
sim.
the way you
It
want
looks better than Worms did.
Lots of creative tools.
It looks
are
like
at
it's
your
running
disposal to make
consistently, which is
school
the big
yours
thing.
and take your
Because 2 Point
educational
Hospital
empire
had
to
had a
the
few
next level.
issues.
Enrollment for 2 Point Campus starts on Nintendo
The lighting's
Switch
not
next
amazing,
year.
but it looks like everything else is working well.
A beloved series rolls into its
Oh,
20th anniversary
Give
this year.
me my monkey boys.
There he is.
Let me see my monkey boys.
This music is incredible.
My monkey
It's
boys.
amazing.
the music choice. Mwah. Beautiful. 10 out of 10.
There he is. Oh, are they gonna do an
never
actual
played-
collection?
I've never played Super Monkey Ball in my life.
I think you would like it.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't know if Griffin would like it, but I think Wyatt, you would probably like it.
I don't know. Whenever I see these like you're in a ball mini games in games, I have very little patience for them. I just
Oh, it's a
I don't
platform.
know.
Oh, they're actually doing a collection of all the good games. But these are incredibly good party games. Even
I totally
like,
remember these
single player.
existing.
Go
Banana
Bananas,
Mania.
win Super Monkey Ball.
All right.
Banana
Came up
Mania.
with putting
What,
a-
what was
a
the
monkey
original
ball
Super Monkey Ball
October 5th.
on DS?
Yeah, there was.
Like, what era did this?
It's a blast from parties
Monkey
past,
Ball was
and you're invited.
GameCube primarily, I
Ready
think.
for another round of Mario Party Mayhem? Of course you are. It's a superstar collection of Mario Party boards
I've also
and
never played a
minigames.
Mario Party game either.
Really?
Wave it up
Yeah.
on 5 classic
Wow.
boards from the Nintendo
Wait,
64
so
era,
they're
including
releasing a
Birthday
better
Cake
Mario Party
and
now.
Space Link.
They released Super Mario Party and it was
Each
really
board is
bad,
packed
and
with
so now
zany
they're just
events
releasing the
guaranteed
good
to keep you
Mario
on your
Party.
toes. And when we say zany, we mean
I can't complain. This is exactly what I wanted.
jump, connect blocks,
Give me the good Mario Party
and give
minigames.
facelifts in hilarious over-the-top minigames, all of which support button controls.
Oh, that's such a
With
good
100 minigames
choice.
from the Mario Party series catalog, you'll have
Tons
a
of
blast in
games,
this
tons
all-star
of
fun
boards.
fest. Here's a little party
Wait, so is this a separate game or is it? Is it a?
This looks like a new
like
game.
update?
Even if you're partying solo,
I think this is a new game. This is a remaster of a bunch of minigames and
playing a
boards from
board
the
game
old
online
games.
with friends, save your progress mid-game, grab a snack, then resume the
That seems good.
festivities. Stickers are also available to
I like that they're adding
communicate with
saving.
others. It's time to partay in Mario Party Superstars, launching
Oh, yeah,
on
it
the
does look like
Nintendo
it's a
Switch
separate
system
thing.
October 29th.
That's weird that they did
Pre-orders
this
begin today
like
on Nintendo
lower
eShop.
key trailer for this because that looks like basically a whole new Mario Party game.
What did you think?
Well, it's with existing
Before we show
minigames
this
and
next
boards,
trailer,
so
I'd like to
I think
say
people know
one
what to
thing.
expect.
Wait!
Currently,
Legend of Zelda!
We're
Hush!
working hard on the latest game in the Metroid Prime series, Metroid Prime 4, which we
Metroid Prime?
previously announced. But today, we'd like to introduce another new entry in the Metroid franchise.
Oh,
Please
Oh.
take a look.
Ooh.
another new entry. All right. I didn't expect to see another Metroid. 5.
This is spoopy. It's properly spoopy. Also, the audio is like a delay
Yeah.
for me.
Same.
Yeah, it's odd.
That's strange.
This is probably a really, really early trailer.
Okay, so not obviously, yeah, obviously not Prime. It's 2D.
No, this is. I think this is a proper Metroid sequel because it said 5. This
Oh,
is like
that's
the
sick.
newest mainline Metroid.
Wow.
Red. Okay.
And Samus is dead. They already killed off. They already
It
killed
looked a
off
little.
Samus.
It looked. It looks a little rough. Like
Oh, then now
maybe
it
they
looks way
showed it
better.
Pretty early. Yeah.
What? This is a way better show of what they were doing before.
They should have started with this.
This has me convinced. That didn't.
Metroid is another series I've just never played before, honestly.
Dude, Super Metroid is still incredible.
I always thought I would like Prime, specifically.
You would. Yeah, Prime is excellent.
I don't think I have anything to play Prime on, though, unfortunately.
Those are
That's
really
my
cool
problem.
enemies.
Prime is
Just
like
that's
on nothing modern.
Which, you know,
really?
a collection would be a great thing.
there's not even been like a remaster or anything of Prime. Yeah, I guess you're right. That's weird.
There was a Wii one, but we just haven't gotten like a proper way to play Prime on like a modern console. And in one place. That's the big one. That's
dropped the
very
date.
soon.
They dropped a date.
Wow.
That is way sooner than I expected.
That was the trailer for the first new 2D Metroid game in roughly 19 years.
Oh,
The brand new Metroid Dread game.
So it's not called Metroid 5.
As the name
Okay.
Dread implies, this is a Metroid game with a new feel, showcasing a
Nintendo might
variety
be
of
pushing for
threats
that S rank.
Samus will encounter.
they might do it.
It's scheduled to be
Metroid
released on
Dread.
October
I think I put them at
so it
A.
won't be too
So did
long
I.
until launch.
I don't think
That
anyone put
same
Nintendo
day,
at S.
We'll also be releasing amiibo figures for Samus and the Emmy, the robot seen in the video.
Neat.
Let's move on to more Nintendo Switch headlines.
These
got
familiar
25 minutes of
franchises
this.
are back
Is
the
this
Nintendo
solid?
Switch.
It's like a little bit. I'm just gonna... Oh, gotcha.
Get ready
Alright.
to get down in the
I'm just
latest
gonna
Just Dance game.
Quickly hit the mute button.
Oh, I know this is
While
what you
Just
were
Dance is
waiting
on
for,
screen.
Wyatt. So you can just leave now. Now that Just Dance 2022 is out.
It's another example of Ubisoft just putting all their stuff in other conferences and just making their own a lot less interesting.
Ubisoft trying to demonetize everyone that
This is
uses the
Ubisoft.
video.
Oh, yeah, that was probably smart.
Oh yeah, I got it muted. We're good. All right, good.
Yeah, the stream is really
The
behind
arcade
for me.
smash hit.
Wait, where are
Or
you
like
at?
a-
Speeding onto
Well, no, I'm
Nintendo
talking about
Switch.
like it's all like the audio and
Blast your
video
way
is
through
all
nearly 30
distinct for me.
over-the-top tracks.
Oh,
it's
strange.
really not great. After a reload,
Four
it
players can
didn't
race
help.
together, so pick your favorite
It did
vehicle
help or it
and
didn't?
hit the road.
It did not. I
Cruising
might
Blast
switch to
launches as a
Twitch.
console exclusive
Maybe.
on Nintendo Switch this fall.
I mean, Nintendo's Twitch presentations usually aren't any different from their
It's
YouTube.
the ultimate Dragon Ball Z experience.
The audio's lined up for me.
Relive the story of Goku and other Z fighters through 4 sagas in this action RPG. Saiyan, protect the Earth from an invasion by
I mean, it's
Vegeta
Dragon Ball.
and
This
Nappa.
game's pretty fun,
Frieza,
even as someone who
take a
knows very
stand
little about
against the
Dragon Ball.
evil Emperor.
I know not a
Battle
single
the
thing
androids
other than
in a
people
fight
yell a
to
lot.
the death.
It has a good
Majin
I
Buu.
also, last time I
Epic
checked,
showdown with
I'm
the
pretty
most
sure they punch
fearsome
each other
foe.
while yelling.
Maybe a little bit.
Along with the
Could
main
be wrong
story,
on that.
You can
But
explore
it's
the
mostly
vast world of
yelling.
Dragon Ball Z.
I'm sorry, did they just shoot a dinosaur with a
Hey, why
machine
not
gun?
have
I don't
fun?
remember that from Dragon Ball. That I
Ingredients for
don't
delicious
know.
meals. You could always train to acquire new skills.
It
too.
looks. This looks a
There are
little
lots of
iffy on
things to
Switch.
keep you busy.
This needs Switch Pro.
The boss battle episodes, a new power.
Get that Switch Pro out here,
If that's
Nintendo.
even a thing. If that's even a thing.
Dragon Ball
Power
Z
of Switch
Kakarot,
Pro.
plus
A
new
lot of
Power
these games look
Awakens
like they
set
need the
punches
Switch
its
Pro.
way onto Nintendo Switch
Yeah.
Super
64.
Nintendo Switch.
Grab a
I'd be
golf
fine with
club
Super
and get ready
Nintendo
to
Switch.
tee off.
I'd be fine with that.
I am
I actually really
excited
like
for this
that.
game.
It's a slick
The Mario
title.
Golf Super Rush game launches soon.
Super Rush is looking really
Here's a
good.
quick glimpse into each of the modes.
They showed like an
Standard
extended TV spot trailer
Take your
yesterday
time
that
to
showed
read the
like
wind
how the
and
speed
terrain
golf
on the
mode worked in
greens.
detail, and it looked really, really fun.
Hit different types of
Look
shots
at these
and
courses.
aim for under par.
Mario has such an aggressive collar on that shirt.
Speed golf.
Sticking right up.
Smack your ball, then
It's
chase
easy to tell
out.
where your ball
Be
is.
the
It's always
first
a
to
huge
hit your ball in the
problem.
hole.
He's got like the
Outpace your
mafia
rivals
boss
with
collar.
special
Just kind of
dashes
He
and
does.
special shots.
I love that Pauline hits it with the mic stand.
Battle golf.
Pretty awesome.
Duke it out over 9 flag-marked holes in an obstacle-filled arena.
Battle golf seems like it might be really
Capture
fun.
3 flags to win. Golf adventure. Go from rookie to pro with your Mii character. The golfing challenges
that
that
golf
await
ball.
may surprise you. And here's some news. Free updates are planned for
All
future
right.
release, including additional courses and playable characters.
This looks neat. New
The
donk
fairway's
course.
almost open, so set your tee time and get ready to ace those shots in Mario
That could be
Golf
pretty
Super Rush,
interesting,
swinging
actually.
onto the Nintendo Switch system June 25th.
a New Donk
Pre-orders
City.
are available now on Nintendo
area.
eShop.
I think it's got a lot of potential.
Ready for the
I'm probably
ride
not
of a
going to play it,
lifetime?
but it looks good.
You'll probably play it at a party one time.
Welcome
Someone
to the
else will have
vast
it.
and vibrant
Yes,
world of
yes.
Monster
Telling me to
Hunter.
check out the
Definitely.
Monster Hunter or the Monster Hunter stories.
I can't wait for this.
So I can now say, I can
As a
now
rider
confidently
in
say to
this
Ryan,
RPG
I gave
adventure,
this series a
you'll
good
explore
chance.
diverse
It's just not for
landscapes by
me.
riding your
It's
monster.
it's just
Well,
not
you
for
also
me.
gave World a chance. That's the mainstream
Gather
one.
materials such as honey and ore, then use
But
them
wouldn't
to
that be
craft
like
Yeah,
the
this
best way
is
to get
good.
into it though, as like a newcomer?
Well, this
It
is like a whole
depends.
different. Like the mechanics are totally
Beware
different.
the
in
mini
this. It's
monsters.
like
This is a
roaming about.
JRPG.
Some are docile,
Yeah.
but others
Oh,
may
so I'd like it
ambush
even
you.
less, basically.
To fight.
Yeah, this one's a lot more
With your
akin to like
monster, and
Pokemon
use weapons and skills to overwhelm
than
enemy monsters in turn-based
normal
battles.
Monster Hunter.
But I did
And you'll
try.
be rewarded
I
with
did.
their
You got
materials,
far in
I wanna
World.
give it-
which
You
can
got
be
pretty
forged
far.
into weapons and armor.
Now, Wyatt, what waits to happen is if you, in a
Is
year,
that an egg?
get the urge.
might be able
The
to
urge
hatch a
to
new
play
monster.
Monster Hunter again. Because
Incredibly
that's exactly
powerful
how I got
monsters
into the
can also hatch
franchise.
from rare
I
eggs.
didn't like it. I played a lot of
Need
it,
more
of
traveling
World,
buddies?
or of the
Join
game
up with
before
friends for
World.
co-op multiplayer quests
Didn't like
and
it that
battles.
much. Year later, went back,
Buckle up,
played the
Ryder.
exact same
It's
game
going to
again,
be
it
a real
clicked, and I loved
monster of
it.
an adventure.
Okay.
Monster Hunter Stories
That's
2,
the same
Wings of
story for
Ruin
every single
soars
person I
onto
know that
Nintendo
likes
Switch
Monster Hunter.
July
I don't
9th.
know how that franchise does it, but
You can play the free demo on June 25th
Aw.
and carry over your save
And a lot
I'm
of
really
people
glad
have
they're
told
doing
me
a
that
demo for this.
What's the new one on Switch called?
Rise.
New game from the head.
I
of
heard
a
Rise is a lot
certain
better, and I would
company.
like Rise more. Is what I keep hearing. But
What I would say is, when it comes out on PC, and if you get the urge to try it, get the Steam refund
Wario.
option. So,
We just finally ready. A brand new game from my company.
dude, I've been playing this on my DS so
You
much.
get to control me
I didn't know
Wario
Wario
games.
talked.
to do this.
He does.
I didn't know
talks.
that.
WarioWare is bonkers. It's extremely fun.
These chumps. They came back
Wario also
and
is voice
they
acted by the
have
same
a
person that
wonderful
does Mario.
Throw that
Wahoo.
stick
That's
Same
great.
person.
That's
Use
great.
the spinny
Who also does
whatever
Luigi and
call it.
Waluigi. They're all the same voice actor.
Same
Oh.
He's the
microwave,
Lee David
different
Baker
abilities.
of Nintendo. or something.
I almost
D. Bradley
forgot some
Baker, I
big
think his name
news.
is.
Two
Yes.
people can play
Is that what I
together
said? Did I say
at the
something
I think you said
different?
David Lee Baker.
So
Oh,
play
okay.
nice, or
I can't
else.
remember anything.
These look
Oh,
like
that's
some fun
me. That was
mini
relatable.
games.
Nice. All right, you. Yes,
All right,
you.
yep.
The one
These look
watching this
insane.
better get ready
The
for
WarioWare
some
is an
micro game
experience.
mayhem.
The WarioWare Get It Together game launches
Dude, these games are all coming out
Nintendo
very
Switch
soon.
system September 10th.
September
Yeah.
and October have
Today
become
on
very
Nintendo
stacked
eShop.
over the course of the C3.
Yeah, it's crazy how much
What
stuff
you
they're
just saw was the trailer
announcing
for
for like to be coming out
Get
soon.
it
I thought this would be a lot more like big projects
In the
that they
latest
are
installment
announcing
of this
for.
series, there are new microgames that let you.
I mean, it makes sense
control
because
Wario and
Nintendo
his friends.
hasn't
development.
had a
There's
lot
also a
announced
two-player
for this year,
co-op mode,
so
which greatly expands
makes
the
sense they're
gameplay.
going pretty heavy.
It's releasing in the near future, so stay tuned.
Man, have we gotten any new news
Next,
on the new
please take a
Breath of
look
the
at
Wild?
this.
We
Yeah,
might
or has
during
that just been
this.
silent?
I'd be really surprised if we didn't hear anything.
We got news that we would see more of it soon. Shin Megami Tensei
As a
5.
high school student
Please be Shin
living in
Megami
Tokyo,
Tensei 5.
Your life is fairly normal.
It looks like it. Look at that music.
But that reality is upended after you get pulled into a different dimension.
Let me see a demon. Just let me see a demon.
I never understood what this series was.
Another
It's-
Tokyo exists. A
A
post-apocalyptic
like
world
post-apocalypse
where angels
JRPG.
and demons
Yeah, definitely Shin
reside.
Megami Tensei
Okay.
5.
It's like biblical warfare with like law
Yeah.
and chaos and angels and demons, from what I've gathered. But it's like it's real into the
Gaining the
law,
power to
chaos,
fight
neutral.
demons.
Extremely existential.
Yeah.
Lies
Access.
ahead in this alternate realm.
Say 5. Is it coming this year? This makes a difference for my fantasy league.
The world is now transformed into a sprawling demon-infested
I haven't
wasteland.
touched my fantasy league
Though
at all,
friendly
but
demons
apparently I'm in
do
second.
exist here.
You,
And
if
I
you
haven't
touch it, you have a
done
chance at
anything.
winning, but you
And
gotta
will
add
attempt
some
to
games
destroy
by it.
you. Harness your newfound powers to fight demons using a command-based
It's also
system.
Shin Megami
Finding their
Tensei is
weak
the
point
same
is
like
key.
creatures.
By targeting it,
So it's not the same
the number of
continuity, but from what I've heard, it's
consecutive
like
actions
the
you can perform in a combo
same
will increase.
creatures as Persona. So
Yeah,
like
okay.
creatures can
Demons are
pass between Persona
formidable
and Shin Megami,
opponents.
even though they're
Yeah,
not the same
the
universe.
demons are the
You may be
same
able to recruit
creatures,
them via
and they're called the same thing.
negotiations.
Yeah.
Which begin when you open a conversation with
Alright,
them.
this is cool. I like this very different combat system.
If a negotiation is successful, a demon will become a powerful ally.
Oh, is this Undertale?
No, it's
And talks to
Pokemon.
the demon?
It's
By
Pokemon, but with
rejecting
biblical
a demon's
demons.
request, they may feel
Okay, that's pretty
motivated
cool.
and join you as an ally. Demons that do join will fight alongside
That
you
thing
and
looks
grow stronger
awful.
It's great.
by fusing demon allies.
it's so gross.
Another demon can be created.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, Tyrant
The
Beelzebub.
newly fused demons'
Fun.
innate
I was gonna say,
abilities
well,
will
yeah,
vary,
was the
granting you a powerful
Fairy
ally
Jack Frost.
customized to your needs and playstyle.
Okay, that's cool. Variants.
Challenge the many demons
environments look
roaming this
fun.
post-apocalyptic world by harnessing
It's a lot
the
more
power of your
open
own.
than Shin Megami games usually are. They're usually like corridors and
What
limited
destiny will you
environments.
choose?
November
Shin
12th,
Megami
my
Tensei
fantasy
5
league
will
is
launch
safe
exclusively on Nintendo Switch November 12th.
this year.
Pre-orders for the physical version begin June 21st.
Yeah, I should check out these games at some point.
You would
I have been
dig
told
Shin
over
Megami
and over.
Tensei, I think.
That was the latest trailer for Shin Megami Tensei 5 from Atlas.
Nintendo has exceeded
This
my
is the
expectations
newest
so
game in the
far,
series.
so
Please look forward to future updates.
I was expecting none of the things they've shown.
Let's see a few more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Wow, it is really desync for me. Like the him snapping and the Switch sound was like a full second off.
Oh man.
It's Danganronpa, so I'm just gonna refresh and figure everything out because I don't care.
I've heard good things about these games too.
They're the first one I think is really good, but some of them are a little
Three
bit
games in the
iffy.
deadly Danganronpa series are coming to Nintendo
They're very
Switch.
exposition heavy, and it takes forever to get to like the good part.
Monokuma, the self-proclaimed school headmaster, has trapped you and other
The first
high
one's an
school students
exception. I
in
think the first
game
one
of
starts off good
literal
and stays
life
good the
and
entire
death.
time, but the rest of them are a little
Unfortunately,
bit
the only way out of the school and this lethal game
hard to
is
predict
be
because they have like
true to the
really
other
high
students.
highs but really
And
low
so
lows
it
too.
begins.
Yeah.
A body has been discovered.
But if
Student
you're into
meets their
detective
demise.
stuff,
A class
definitely a good
trial will
franchise
take
for you.
place to reveal the culprit.
You're the culprit, aren't you, Mila?
Tanya, I had no idea.
They probably moved the body there.
Use the evidence you've gathered. to
Oh yeah,
refute
it's the shtick where it's
contradictions and
like
find the guilty
people
party.
keep
You use
accusing
your
each other
truth bullets to counter their statements.
or people keep killing her.
Are you okay?
Plus, the board game from Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony has been expanded into a
Love
standalone
this
game.
game. A standalone
Danganronpa
game.
S Ultimate Summer Camp. An all-star cast of characters from the Danganronpa series will come
is
together
ridiculous.
to battle at a tropical resort. Who's the strongest of them all in this ultimate beach brawl?
Why does this exist?
The 4-game collection Danganronpa Decadence launches as a physical exclusive on Nintendo Switch later this year.
Who's the
More this
strongest
year's
of
Games
stuff.
will
all
also
in this
be
ultimate?
individually available on Nintendo
Oh,
eShop.
Summer
wow.
camp.
I was gonna
That's
say,
impressive.
who's the strongest of them all, and this ultimate beach brawl was the most like game promotion phrase I've
I
ever
love
heard in my
that.
whole
It sounds
life.
like a Dead or Alive game. Dude, Fatal Frame? This is a... I haven't seen this franchise in a long time.
In this horror adventure game, you'll uncover the mysteries surrounding the ethereal but deadly Mount Hikami, believed to be at the center of many disappearances. Ghosts frequent this mountain. Your only defense is a camera that can repel and cast them out.
Oh, that's cool.
Face your
Oh,
fears
this looks
as
good.
you explore a variety of unsettling locations. This
Is
spine-chilling
this a new
story
title, or
features
is this a
various
port?
protagonists,
I think
letting you
this one
experience
is
the game from different
new,
perspectives.
but I could be
New
wrong.
costumes and photo modes are included in this version. Can you investigate?
They said
Mount
this
Hikami
version, so it might be a
and
port.
stay
but-
alive? Fatal Frame, Maiden of Black Water,
Looks
comes
freaking
onto
cool.
Nintendo Switch this year.
You need more.
I guess it...
horror games.
Yeah, it probably is port because it didn't look
These games
that
and DLC are
modern.
coming
so.
soon. Some even today.
Some today.
Oh snap!
Your
Ooh.
war is not over. Raise hell.
I still
in the first
gotta play
campaign
Ancient Gods,
expansion
man.
for Doom Eternal.
I gotta finish
Ancient
Doom
Gods
Eternal.
Part 1.
I never finished the campaign.
It's so good. It was my game of the year last
More
year for
challenging
such a long
combat
time.
awaits as you eliminate Hell's newest threats in demon-infested ruins and rain-swept terrain.
I love the map design. of
Yeah,
Doom
Doom
Eternal.
is one of
So
those
good.
games I really gotta play Eternal because
The fate of
like
the cosmos is
I
in
don't know,
your
like
hands.
FPS just juice
Get
fests
slayed
aren't
with this
normally my
campaign
thing, but
expansion
Doom is
launches
just
on
so
Nintendo
good
Switch
at
later today.
it.
Oh, there we
So,
go.
like,
Get ramped
There's
up
my
so
with
Tony
good,
Hawk.
man.
iconic skateboarding games
It's
fully
so good.
remastered in HD. Skate to era-defining
This is a
jams as
skateboarding
the
juice
legendary
fest.
Tony Hawk and a roster of new and returning pros.
skateboarding juice fest. And to
Take
be
your
fair,
sessions
I
on
do
the go
like
with
it a
all the
juice.
original
Hey,
game
it looks
modes.
good in motion. The character creation looked
Locally
iffy,
or
but the
online
levels
to
look
show
good.
off your tricks against other skaters. Drop into Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2.
It looks like
launching
it's
on
running
Nintendo Switch
okay.
June
Yeah.
25th.
They probably
Pre-orders are
prioritize frame
available
rate for
now
this,
on
is my
Nintendo
bet.
eShop.
Because you need it to pull off a lot of
makes
tricks.
sense.
After 4,000
Strange
years,
Brigade.
Sateki, the Witch
Ooh.
Queen, has risen from the dead, and only one group of heroes
This
can
game was an
stop her.
experience.
The Strange Brigade.
What is this?
It's a zombie
In this
horde
thrilling
game.
adventure, you'll blast through an army of
It's
mummified
kinda fun, but it
monstrosities
kinda-
while solving puzzles in
It does
booby-trapped
most
dungeons.
things like just
Go it
okay.
alone or team up with
So,
other daring
there's not really a
adventurers
reason
in
to
mobile
play it
wireless co-op
if you
and
really
online
like
play.
certain other games.
It's a cool setting.
Expect the
It's a cool setting.
unexpected.
Yeah, it's got really
when
cool
Strange
theming.
Brigade launches on Nintendo Switch
fun
later
weapons.
today.
I cannot believe this has become a series.
I love it so much.
Mario and his
Happy.
friends will team up with the
It's
Rabbids
such a great
once
game.
again to
Especially because
restore
this looks
order
like
to the
they're
galaxy.
ditching the grid
Our
and
heroes
going to
must
like
stop a mysterious
straight
new evil from
tactical
plunging the
view of like
universe
movement
into chaos.
distances.
And the overworld is like more open-ended too.
Exactly.
Rabbit Rosalina joins them.
Dude, I love Rabbit Rosalina so
Bored
much.
already? Explore planets filled with quirky
This
residents
these
and quirkier
games I think
secrets.
saved the Rabbids because like
They did.
nobody
And
cared
it's
about the
fresh take on the
Rabbids
tactical
before
genre.
these.
Well, Rabbids
Well, it's
used to be
because
like a
they're
death
utilized
sentence
properly.
for a franchise.
Creating new strategic
Yeah.
and chaotic
Well,
possibilities.
because they're utilizing them
Aim for
properly. They're
victory
kind of like
with a little help from your friends.
jokey side characters, and not the main focus. You know, like that's why they work.
Well, one thing's certain. This is gonna be one heck
'Cause I never
of a
thought they were
galactic
funny
adventure.
until Mario and Rabbids. I thought they were actually
Mario plus
like
Yeah.
Rabbids,
pretty funny.
Sparks of Hope launches into space.
Well, it's because they were
onto
playing
Nintendo
off of
Switch
like
next year.
extremely tropified versions of Nintendo characters, which is great.
Oh my gosh! Wait, no.
Wyatt, I think this conference might have just taken the S rank. This direct might have just stolen the S rank.
God. Instantly picking this up.
Wyatt. We lived to see a new Advance Wars.
Oh man.
Actually, crying.
So am I. Oh.
Characters look great.
This
Oh, they
looks
look great.
fantastic too.
This looks
like
really
the
good.
animations for when you're triggering your like. Oh man.
Thrilling stories.
Wyatt, I think Xbox might have just lost the S rank legitimately.
Player in store as you lead the commanding officers to victory.
Give me release date.
Play the first 2 Advance Wars campaigns in Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp. Marching on to Nintendo
December
Switch this
3rd.
holiday.
Man.
Pre-orders begin today.
Oh,
on
I'm so
Nintendo
hyped.
eShop.
That is fantastic.
How is everything?
They look great.
All
I've
right.
never played the
This
first
next
2. I
segment
started
will be
with
our
Dual
last
Strike.
announcement.
So did I.
So I played.
Please.
I've
take a
never
look.
played the first 2, so that's gonna be totally new
All right, what do you
campaigns
got
as
for us?
well. Oh, I'm so hyped.
Dude. Alright, they're giving us a minute to breathe while Age of Calamity's expansion pass shows.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
Who would have seen that?
They
coming?
understood
Oh my
that
God.
after Advance Wars they needed to put
It's
something
not
a little less high-key.
It's not a sequel, but dude.
It
Oh
looks
my
so
God.
good.
It
If this
looks
does well, we're
gorgeous.
probably getting an Advance Wars sequel though.
No. Every
Yeah.
time they do like a remaster or a remake
Alright, this
of
is a
something,
cool
there's
weapon for
usually a
Link.
sequel. You know what I'm saying? Like there's usually a sequel
Yeah.
down the line when there's a remaster.
Well,
Oh,
it's usually testing the
See,
waters
it's-
for a sequel.
that makes me so happy.
The
honestly.
animations is just like it looks so cool and fluid too for like all the characters.
That toy
and
box
stuff.
style
Like,
looks great in 3D.
They just did such a good job, yeah, of like encapsulating the feeling of Advanced Wars and like not. Oh,
So happy right now. I'm so.
I will go back to Age of Calamity as soon as all the DLC's out and I can just play the whole thing and it'll be fun.
Hello
Oh,
there.
snap.
I'm Eiji
Oh,
Aonuma,
boy.
producer
Here we go.
of the Legend of Zelda series. What you've just seen is a trailer for the first wave of DLC for the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity expansion pass from Koei Tecmo Games. It will follow Link and his allies through more battles that took place 100 years prior to the events of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I hope you'll look forward to it. I have a few more things to share with you all today.
A few more things.
We'll begin with The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD game, which launches next month. You'll immerse yourself in the role of Link by using 2 Joy-Con controllers for intuitive motion controls, or by playing in handheld mode, wielding the sword via flicking the stick and button-only controls.
The GIF I put
This
in
game
general,
depicts
by
the
the way,
oldest era in the
reflects
Legend
my
of Zelda
feelings on what I
series,
just saw.
The story of how it all began.
I can't explain it better than that.
Dude, I'm
is the
glad they
origin of the
started with
Master
Skyward
Sword?
Sword and not Breath of the Wild
Why
2
did a
because
woman named Zelda become the
They're
last
building up
I
to
still
it.
need a
future
moment to
generations?
calm down from Advance
These will
Wars.
all be unlocked
Yeah.
in this
so
game.
it's yeah.
The rapid fire
heart is
Metroid
like-
5, Advance
you're looking
Wars,
forward
and
to The Legend of
WarioWare
Zelda
and
Skyward
Mario
Sword
Party
HD.
is a lot.
My heart is like just wants to leave my body right now, dude.
Next up,
Snap. Okay.
All right.
here's a little something you might like.
Oh,
this is a Game &
that's a
Watch
cool
system
one.
that lets you play
Aw,
3 games
that's
in
cool.
the Legend of Zelda series.
Oh,
This
3?
year, the original Legend of Zelda game reaches its 35th anniversary. While we don't have any campaigns or other Nintendo Switch games planned, we've been working on this Game & Watch system as a special item to help mark the occasion and reflect fondly on the earliest days of The Legend of Zelda.
These things are so cool, man.
Yeah, that's super cool.
I've been
It will
tempted to
come
pick
with
up
the
the
first
Mario
game in
one.
the series, The Legend of Zelda.
I would get this one.
This one I
Zelda
think is
2,
more my
The
speed
Adventure
than the
of Link.
Mario one.
Yep.
Because
And
these
the
are
Game
games
Boy
that I feel
version of
like
The Legend of Zelda,
I can't
Link's
easily
Awakening
replay
game,
and get the same experience.
as well as a special
Yeah, that's
version
really
of the Game
funny.
&
If
Watch
you ever saw
titled
the
Merman,
original Game & Watch,
starring
they had
Link
some
as the
crazy
playable character.
designs. Like there was one
So
where it was
there's
like a
4
little,
games on one
like
system,
flat
from
kind
longer
of
Legend of
capsule
Zelda
thing,
games
and then
to
you
the
open
pick
it
up
and
and
2
play
little
games
controllers come out for like multiplayer games.
Oh,
They're
this looks
nuts.
great.
They're
In addition, regarding the watch functionality for the Game & Watch system, we've added a playable clock based on The Legend of Zelda.
That's so cool.
And an interactive timer themed after Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link.
You can
play
just
with
tell they
both
put a
of
lot of
them
care
by
into
taking
this of like
control of Link.
making this
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
worth the price tag.
Oh, and the
We
box
hope
is
you'll
great.
enjoy playing this Game
That
&
looks
Watch
great.
system
Oh yeah, that's
whenever
awesome.
and
That's
wherever
awesome.
you like.
Dude, I still can't calm down.
All right.
I mean, this has
here's
been
the
a
last
bomb
Wow,
thing
yeah,
I'll
just
show
direct.
you.
Like,
This is the sequel to
Wow.
The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the
oh,
Wild.
he's not hiding
2
it.
years have passed since we
Here
first
we go.
announced this game, and we've been unable to share anything with you in that time. However, development has been steadily progressing. For today,
What a good way to
we've
put it.
prepared
We've
some
been
new
unable to
footage
share
show
anything
a
with
bit
you.
more of the game. Please take a look.
I'm curious if we're gonna get a release date. My bet is like mid 2022. Oh, this looks like gameplay, Wyatt. This looks like gameplay.
Oh man.
This is-
Loading.
Oh,
Whoa!
this is so cool.
Whoa!
I love how everybody was so far off base as to what this would look like. So many people thought this would be like underground
Oh,
caverns.
you have a freaking Chica arm.
That's
Whoa!
awesome. Excuse me? Nintendo, what have you done?
Broke E3.
You just after like the last 2 years, I didn't think it could happen again, but Nintendo just won E3, I think. We all doubted. Every single one of us doubted
Wow.
Nintendo. 2022.
Yeah.
All right.
That looks freaking awesome.
So, what did
I
you
should
think?
go play Hyrule
This
Warriors.
time,
Hold on,
the
hold on.
I really
setting
love
for the
Hold on,
adventure has been expanded to include the skies above Hyrule.
Nice.
We'd like to ask you to wait a bit longer. We're aiming for a 2022 release, so I hope you'll look forward to it.
Mid-late 2022 is probably.
I was gonna say, I gotta play Hyrule Warriors because I really did like Breath of the Wild. I'd love to
That's
see
all
what
for
they
this
have for like
Nintendo
the
Direct.
story of the war
We
against
are
Ganon.
diligently continuing development on a number of other
That's a
games we didn't show
complicated
today.
subject.
I hope you continue
Did they not
looking
do it well?
forward to what's
I
in
think that's a good way to
store
put it,
on
Ryan. It's
Nintendo
complicated.
Switch. Thank you for watching.
All right.
Wow. Okay. I think
gonna
I'm gonna
be-
have a heart attack.
Surprised they're not doing the one more thing. Doesn't look like it. All right.
Is that it?
So. Um.
It's got to calm down for a minute.
Hi,
No, well, we're gonna mute the treehouse. All right. How are the feelings?
Yeah, wow, this was incredible.
Excuse me. I need to go change. I need to go change my underwear.
The new Advance Wars, though, I'm just still like, that's crazy.
I gotta recover from that. That was a lot.
Yeah. That was okay. Hold on. Is there a trailer up of it? And I want to look at it again.
The like commander when you're using your command, I bet you that's what those like the animations were, where it did like the slash and you saw the characters and like moving through. I bet that's when you're activating your commander powers.
Yeah, that'd be my bet. It looks very good.
I don't think my heart can take this. Oh my god.
One more, and Wyatt would have just died.
Look, I'm not a Nintendo person. I've said that. Well, I'm kind of not a Nintendo person, but if there's one game from my childhood that I played religiously, I had a Game Boy and I had Advance Wars 2. And I've played so much Advance Wars 2. It is like ingrained into my brain. All the theme songs, all the characters, everything, all the maps. I was
gonna say,
man.
I'm surprised too, Wyatt, because you're not normally like a turn-based game person.
No, I'm not. But
that's really interesting.
It caught me at a when I was a young lad at the right time. And it was the cool thing of like it's a 4-player game that you can just pass around to all your buddies. So like it would just because I went on countless car rides as a kid and stuff. And so it was like one thing that my brother and I would bond over. Like all my friends would come over to play and we would just pass around the Game Boy for hours and hours and hours. And
yeah, it's such a good game to play multiplayer. Because like
I
got really back into playing it on I got like a virtual console on my phone and I was playing it with some friends and I was like I feel like the best way to describe it is Advanced Wars feels like almost like a digital miniatures game. Like it feels like you're playing like digital 40K or something like that, which I think is just such a cool like it's a good game to play with. I really hope they keep the hot seat. It'd be really cool if they added an online feature though too, so you could connect online and do like verses and stuff and do like matchmaking and stuff. That would be a blast.
I'm going back to it. I'm reversing the footage to go back to it.
It's like unlike Fire Emblem, like I feel like Advanced Wars really has that like strategy game feel to it. So like I think like if they did like
classic strategy, like it doesn't do anything super unique, but it just like nails it.
Which like Fire Emblem's got the strategy, but I would argue Fire Emblem's more like tactics RPG, where Advanced Wars is much more
100,
like
100%.
strategy, which I feel like they should really lean into that.
Yeah. What I love with the character designs, they lean into like the Saturday morning cartoon aesthetic of all the characters. Oh man, I'm looking at it again.
Yeah, that is incredible.
And the new music sounds good.
They chose a great art style too. It looks wonderful in 3D. That would be my biggest concern is getting that style right, and they did.
Well, yeah, what I think they nailed in it is like Advanced Wars has like I feel like the maps in Advanced Wars need to have that really small scale feel, like you're almost playing on a table or something like that. And they really went into that with this of like it almost looks like a board game.
Yeah, they look like miniatures, you know?
Yeah.
It has that almost like Link's Awakening remake or not remake,
right.
Whatever you want to call it. The one on Switch, it has that same aesthetic, and I think that works really well.
No, 100%.
Yeah,
it's so cool though.
Really cool. Other highlights. We'll talk about Advanced Wars on the actual podcast, I'm sure, because we're gonna have some things to say. But other highlights, that Mario Party collection looks great. It looks like it has a lot of content, 100 minigames, and
I don't even remember what else was in the show. I'll be honest with you, I don't even remember.
New Metroid still, that's crazy.
New Metroid, like new mainline Metroid. That's crazy.
They're like, here's this to tide you over for Metroid Prime 5, 4, 3. Which one is it?
4.
Which one are we on now? 4. Okay.
4. Yeah.
Just throw out a bunch of numbers and I'll get there eventually.
One of them numbers.
All the gameplay of Breath of the Wild 2 looked extremely exciting.
Wow.
Like,
yeah.
Ooh.
I was so my biggest thing with Breath of the Wild, the reason I haven't gone back for a second playthrough is that what I loved about it so much when I was playing was like the mystery of it and just like learning how much you could actually get away with. And then for me, it's like once I learned everything, it became less interesting because there was a lot less like exploration and discovery going on.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's able to keep it up in some way where it adds some nice new like features, some twists to the Breath of the Wild formula, because that's the biggest thing that for me and for a lot of people it's like this awesome like physics-based sandbox, and I get that, but for me it was all about the mystery of it, and now that it's not there, I do wonder if it'll hold my attention, but I'm still excited, obviously. for
yeah,
sure.
I'm especially like seeing the stuff like them going through the floor and popping up, stuff like that is. I want to see how crazy Nintendo gets with these things because it looked like they were getting a little crazy. So
I definitely think narratively speaking, they're setting up the Sheikah to be the bad guys of the new Breath of the Wild with the because what we know from the first trailer is they go into the crypt underneath the castle and
Yeah.
there's the weird mummy, and then whenever Link touches it, and then we see later in the trailer that his arm has all the Sheikah technology on it. So I think they're setting up that there is some sort of like in the first one we saw all of the like Sheikah tombs with the ancients and like there was the weird mummified person down there. I think they are setting up some sort of like
they
Sheikah
tried to
under
do something
Empire.
to Ganon and
Yeah.
like maybe mummify his power or something the way they did the rest of the ancients. So
I don't know. I do wonder
Looks
if we're gonna. I'm assuming like horses as like mounts are gonna come back, but I wonder if we're gonna have like flying creatures, like whatever those
That would
things
be
are
cool.
from
Yeah.
Skyward Sword are called. That could
That'd
be
be super
interesting as
cool.
well.
I wonder. Maybe we'll do some stuff with the Rito. Some cool Rito flying escapades.
Yeah.
Only trick with that is it could invalidate the glider because like so much of like the
I was
glider
thinking
is
that.
that like they'd have to find some way to do like maybe like a stamina with those creatures. So you
Or
can
maybe
only
it'll be
fly
like
up a certain
specific
way.
areas, like you need updrafts or something to actually fly.
Yeah.
Or it'll be something like locked to like you can go to this high point and then glide to where you want to, but you can't like free fly wherever you want. That would all be pretty cool as well. So yeah.
Sorry, I'm just
tons of
rewatching
interesting things.
Advance Wars. I'm just rewatching the Advance Wars trailer again.
We'll
Why
go
is a
over
happy boy?
all these exciting announcements on the next episode because we're gonna have to work out which tiers we're gonna put things in. Not this coming episode, but the episode after that, and then that'll conclude E3. We'll have done it. Completed E3.
E3. What a way to complete it too.
What a
Nintendo
really.
just kicked us out with a bang.
Yeah.
It started really slow. E3 started off at like here, and then went up a little bit with the Elden Ring reveal, and then it was like
Rock bottom
Microsoft?
with Gearbox.
Rock bottom, and then Microsoft. I still feel pretty comfortable putting them in S for me. They did really well, and then it kind of went.
Well, my big thing with Microsoft is that we didn't see a lot of things we expected to see, like Hellblade. Nothing.
The Pirates of the Caribbean crossover out of nowhere.
We got tons of cool
They
like
got,
indies and
the-
stuff, but yeah.
that license.
Yeah. And they were providing a lot of dates for things, which was good too. They weren't being super like vague about when things are coming out, which is nice.
Yeah, so did Nintendo in this one. I was surprised about that.
Yeah.
This was a lot of stuff this year and early next year.
Yeah.
Which they said to expect, but
Same.
they've said that before, and then it's not been stuff to expect. No Switch Pro.
Yeah.
But my
That's probably gonna
thing
get
with
its own
that
event.
is it's going to get its own hardware reveal if it's a thing, and it's probably going to be when it's ready for pre-order. So I'm betting give it a month, and then we'll probably hear some more news. And Nintendo might get set up for another event. Yeah, that'd be my bet for a timeline. But
I'm
I
so
think
curious
overall, very good presentation.
after the Switch what they're gonna do because I feel like Nintendo
Yeah.
must be pretty spooked to like try to switch up their hardware, especially since they
Yeah.
really struck gold with the Witch.
Switch it up.
With the Switch.
With the
So-
Witch.
With the
Switch
Witch.
it up.
Switch I see what I did there.
Oh, you
yeah.
did. Good. That's good.
Yeah,
I'm curious if the main console of the Nintendo is just going to be like new versions of the Switch, or if we're ever going to get like a let's mix up how all the hardware works again, because they must know that that's a really risky move.
Yeah, I think they're definitely going to keep the hybrid console and portable going forward.
Definitely, yeah.
Because I think
That's what saved them.
that has carved out a market share for them that's not going to go anywhere. Like,
yeah.
Other people have tried to compete in the same space and they just can't do it. Like Nintendo is the only company that has games of the tier without like high fidelity visuals that you would see in like a PS5 or Xbox Series X exclusive that can sell the
It's
portable
not what
aspect.
their focus is. It's not. What
Yeah,
their-
it's not their focus.
Yeah.
Well, that's why
great.
we were talking about this at the beginning, but that's why I think one of the most genius choices in the marketing for the Switch was let's bring lots of indie games on it.
Indie
Because what has
games, yeah.
always sold the Switch has been titles. Like all the Nintendo stuff has always been like, we have our like intellectual IPs that are like the Nintendo IPs, and if you want to play them, you need to get our hardware. And by also being like, we are also the indie console, they brought on like that huge market of all the people that play indie games as well into that same we are the console that has these like specific IPs, which was
And
just
when I-
yeah, it was just genius.
Yeah. And when I play smaller games, when I play like smaller indie games, I want it to be on a portable console because it's nice to
Yeah.
be able to bring that stuff around with you, you know?
Definitely.
And so
Definitely,
it's
yeah.
the perfect platform for it too. So they kind of struck gold for sure.
But you never know. Nintendo
yeah.
makes weird decisions with hardware, so I could see them making a weird decision and then going back to a Switch style thing.
They make it very difficult to like them sometimes.
Specifically, they're like hardware and network divisions. Their games divisions are always great, but
The next Nintendo console is a watch. It's just an actual
don't give them
wristwatch.
ideas. Don't give them ideas. They'll do it.
It's another shot at the Virtual Boy.
Doug Bowser
It'll be
wants it.
great. It'll be great.
It's only VR. Oh god, that
The
sounds
new-
like a Nintendo console. Only
the
VR.
the new Virtual Boy.
Also, we didn't see
Yes.
Doug Bowser. Just realized that.
We
saw
did
him
it.
at
We
the
did it.
end.
Treehouse. We did it. Treehouse.
Okay, he was
Yeah,
at Treehouse.
he was there at the end.
Yeah.
I cut off
Yeah.
the feed before Treehouse. So
Hmm.
I think with that, we're gonna cut off at the nice round, almost an hour mark, and then continue this conversation come Sunday night on the rest of our things that we've got to talk about, because there's a whole lot of E3 stuff to talk about. This Direct's probably going to take up a lot of it, I think, because I think this is a lot of things coming soon,
Wow.
and a lot of things that are like immediately on the horizon with release dates. And the big thing that I've taken away from this is there were tons of people on like Twitter being like, set your expectations low for this Direct. Nintendo's had a rough couple of Directs, and then Nintendo comes in and just swinging like grand slam out of the park with all these crazy remasters
Yeah.
and fun stuff. So yeah. All right, we will see you
Yeah.
all in a few days.
All right.
Take care.